So we're going to show you how to tan a rabbit skin. Up there is the buckskin I'm working on, and that's it's going to be a knife sheath. That's almost done. And we're going to use the orange bottle. So after you skin out the rabbit, do a good job. Most guys that get rabbits, they just rip the skin, like me too, I do it too. Rip the skin off, chuck it, chop the feet off, chop the head off, gut it, and it's supper. But if you want to save the skin, do a better job, skin it out. It takes 2 seconds. They have super thin skin, very easy to do. And now, the orange bottle says salt it twice, once each 24 hours, roll it up. But I don't know, I just have the way I do it is just, I've always been doing it since I was a kid, is just, and it says use table salt, but everything I read says don't use iodized salt. What this does is it's shrinking the fur down so that the fur part, shrinking the skin down so the fur doesn't slip, all right, so the fur doesn't come out later on. And then the actual tanning process, you're basically poisoning and preserving the skin so that bugs don't want to get up in there and, you know, so forth. So, and it's a pretty fun, easy process to do. So anyway, this is the first salt. I use pickling salt, it's kosher salt, and just slather it all over. And when I get a bunny, when I want to do it, I give these to kids. These are real rabbit feet, and just salt the ends, and they'll dry out in a couple of weeks. And that's, you know, you pay $10, $15 at some joke shop for a rabbit's foot for good luck. These are real rabbit feet. It don't cost nothing. Just salt them up and they dry like in a couple of weeks. I'll show them to you. But so this is the first step. Salt it down, and then I'm gonna pull that salt off in a day or two, and then salt it down one more time, and then we'll take it from there. All right, so it's been 2 days now. The orange bottle says you're supposed to wait 24 hours, wash the salt off, and salt it again. This is a rabbit skin. The rabbit skin is so thin, you don't have to do all that, and it's got no fat on it. It's not like a deer skin or any other larger type mammal skin. It's a very thin skin. You can actually see through the membrane when it's just skin. So I salted it. It's been 2 days, and now it gets kind of stiff. It's all right. It's not completely bone dry, but now you got to get all that salt off. So basically, just scrape it off all in there in the trash. And so I got all the salt off. It's already a pretty beautiful looking fur, and it's just salted now, and it feels like parchment. It's very dry. It's not completely dry, but it's really dry. And if you left it for 3 or 4 more days, it'll really, and it's not that stiff because it's a very thin skin. Now, if you were doing the Lucky Rabbit's feet, I salted the little back there. These take a little longer, so in about 3 weeks, these will be done. These will be bone dry, and they'll be completely clean. You know what I mean? Like, they won't be nasty or anything like that, and you can give them to kids or just use them for yourself for good luck charms. And the bunny tail, you know, same thing. I salted the back there. Bunny, you know, kids like those. So those are all set. You just let them sit and they're good to go. Now this, we have to put the actual tanning solution on, and I'm going to need some nitrile gloves. You don't really need the gloves, but I like to use them. So. All right, so I got my gloves on, and when I'm normally trapping, when a trapper cases the skin, they cut the skin off the animal and turn it inside out so the flesh side is showing. Generally, they just let it air dry. They don't even put the salt on. The reason why we put the salt on in the tanning process is to close up these pores so that the skin doesn't do what we call slip. You won't lose the skin later on. And now this formula is going to literally tan the skin. You're basically making the skin almost impervious to moisture. You're poisoning it so bugs don't want to eat it, and it just gives it it'll last forever too, you know. And it's a beautiful looking skin, you know. It's a common rabbit, but they make really nice skins, you know. So now you just apply some of this. Now this bottle is good for 2 buck skins, 2 whole deer skins, but a skin like this, you could probably get 10 or 15 out of it. So you just basically sprinkle some of that on and massage it in. That's all you do. Don't miss anywhere. Get every little nook and cranny. Let me just shut this off because I don't want to get the chemical on the... Alright, I think I used maybe 2 tablespoons full. I mean, the rabbit skin's so thin, it's not going to take much. But I got it in every single area, every nook and cranny of that. And I got the nitriles off, and you want to wash that stuff off. There's all chemicals all up in there. But that's it. Now you wait. It says you're supposed to fold it in half. I'm doing things, because the skin is so thin, this is how I do it. You just skin the rabbit, salt it with kosher salt. One night, that's all you need. The skin is so thick. Absolutely scrape all the skin off. The directions recommend washing it. I don't need to wash it. It's dry. I want it to be dry so it soaks up the tanning solution because it's such a thin skin. You don't have to wash it again. They're talking about buck skins. So slather on the tanning solution, and now you wait. Generally, a skin like this, maybe 2 or 3 days, but week maximum, and then we'll take you to the next step. And that, by that time, after 2 or 3 days, or generally a week, that will be fully tanned. The skin will be made into, have transformed because of the chemical into actual leather. And watch how nice it comes up. And you're leaving the skin in a cool, dry place. You're not putting it in the sun. You're not leaving it outside. I have mine up in the attic. This is where I generally do mine. I got buck skins hanging up there and so forth. So in a cool, dry place. All right, guys, so it's been 2 days and it's completely tanned now. And I crushed it up somewhat, but I like them kind of stiff. A lot of people like them really soft. This skin is so thin, as you can see how thin that is, but it's completely dry. It smells like leather, and it is just gorgeous. Look at that, it's rabbit. You can do a lot of things with that. You can just make a wall hanging, or you can children love this. A lot of folks that aren't familiar with the outdoors love it. Any holes or cuts, you can just sew up. It's not a hole. Evaporation in the skin. But anyway, there's the finished product. And sometimes I work it on this. It's just basically, it's like a homemade dressing post, but it's just a railing. But you can work it on that and make it softer. But I don't want it softer. I want it stiff. So, and also I'd like to clarify, when I keep referring to the orange bottle, it's this stuff. So it's been around forever and it really works well. And so far I did half a deer hide and this rabbit, and it's still tons left. It's not even half a bottle left. Here are the completed Lucky Rabbit feet. They're pretty much dried out now, and they look like anything from the store. The store generally puts a metal casing and a key ring on there, but I just like them like that, and I've been doing that since I was a boy. And here's the tail. The tail's completed. This is kind of neat. It's all skinned out. I didn't knock the salt out of that yet, but it's a rabbit tail. And that's it. So here's the second buckskin that I'm close to making. I'm going to be making this knife sheath, and I make tons of these. I got this design from an old trapping book from like the 1890s, and it's a simple design. It just takes 2 pieces of leather, and the more you use it, the better it looks, and it's just absolutely the coolest. I love this design. And so this is the tanned rabbit skin. I'm leaving it kind of stiff. I'm not going to break it down because I don't want it to be super soft. I want it to be stiff because it's going to be a knife sheath. So that's coming up in a future episode. And so there you have it. That's how you tan a rabbit skin. Really easy. They're thin skin. The directions that I've given are different than on the bottle because it's super thin. The rabbit skin is super thin. The directions on the bottle are generally for a deer skin or other animals that the skin is that thick, and you have to scrape all the fat off really good, and you have to give the salt and the tanning solution time to soak in that. These rabbit skins are so thick, you can do this in I think I did it in 4 days. That was hopping around a week ago. So That's it. Beautiful, beautiful rabbit skin. That's how you tan and make leather from a rabbit skin. I hope you like this episode, and it's a lot of fun utilizing everything from the animal, and these are beautiful, beautiful skins that you can make. My name is Paul Kay. This has been Saturday Mornings Outdoors, a little short episode, and please like and subscribe. Thank you very much, guys. Go get some rabbit skins.